right, so today we're going to continue with what we did in class today. So we talked about adding and subtracting integers, and I just want to go back over the algebra tiles. With the algebra tile, if we had a positive and a negative, and those will count for 1, so that's our whole numbers. A positive and a negative will create a 0. And remember, when we were adding and subtracting integers, we were always looking for the zeros. So let's say if I have this problem here, 5 minus 6. Minus 6 would look like that, represented with algebra tiles. So I have 5 positive and 6 negatives there. And remember, we were looking for our 0 pairs so that we can cancel things out to see what we would have left. So here I'm going to take away 1 positive, 1 negative. It's gone. 1 positive, 1 negative. It's gone. Positive, negative, gone. Positive, negative, gone. Positive, negative, gone. So hopefully what you have or what you thought about would be left is just that 1 negative. And since that's a negative, it's on the red side, then 5 minus 6 is going to be a negative 1 because that's all we left with. The next problem is a negative 8 plus 5. Give me a second. I'm going to represent it with algebra tiles. Okay, so I got my 8 negatives and my 5 positives. So what I'm going to do now, once again, is look for those zeros. How many I can take away from the negative side, how many I could take away from the positive side. It has to be the exact same amount. So here we go. 1 negative, 1 positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. So now what I'm left with is 3. But Miss Gable will take a pause right now because it's not 3. It's not just 3. What should it be? Negative 3. Hopefully you've wrote down a negative 3. So what I'm doing to the side is also making sure that we keep a running list of all of the problems that we are doing, because we can always go back and refer to these problems. And also so that we know what we can add in our notes. And if at any time you need to, you can always hit pause, you can always hit repeat, and you can turn on closed caption if you like. So here's another one, 3 minus a negative 2. So 3 minus a negative 2, let's represent that one with algebra tiles. Here we go. I have my 3 minus a negative 2. 3, negative 2. But I never dealt with the minus sign. So what can we do? We wonder, minus a negative. You get around 2 negatives. Them 2 people tend to get happy. So we're going to turn those 2 over. So negative 3 minus a negative 2, what do we got left? Put them together. A positive 5 minus a negative 2 is 5. Next one that I have for you is a negative 3 plus a negative 3. Now if I'm just combining things here, negative 3 and a negative 3, all of those are negatives. So what's going to happen is we're going to get a larger negative number. So we put them all together, count them all up, and you should have got a negative 6. So we got a negative 3 plus a negative 3 equals a negative 6. Again, I don't get it confused. 3 plus 3 is still what? What you think? 3 plus 3 is still 6. Okay? No matter what. We got a 6 right there. All right? So let's just add that to the problems that we've done thus far. Okay? And what I was asking you to do in class was to come up with a rule that would work no matter what type of integers we have. Now, we have over here positive minus a negative, negative plus a positive, positive minus a negative, 2 negatives being added together and 2 positives being added together. Now, I want you to see what happened. The most important occurrence that we can talk about right now is this one here that I just put a box around. As long as we are adding, if we adding 2 positive numbers or 2 negative numbers, all we gonna do is add them together, same sign, add the integers, and keep the sign. Give me a second to write that down. And I also want you to put this in your notes. Here we go. It's there for you. Go ahead and write it down. Pause the video so you can write it down. But if the signs are the same, or if it's the same sign, add and keep the sign. So positive, 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 negative plus a negative, larger negative. And like I say all the time, this is like I borrowed $3 from you and I borrowed 3 more. altogether, I owe you $6. Back to these three equations that we had, or the three sums that we needed to find. We had 5 minus 6, -1, -8 plus 5, -3, 3 minus a -2. So what I really want you to notice is what happened. Let me do one more. Hold on. Let me tell you why. A -2 plus 6. What we get here, once again, we got 2 negatives, 6 positives, and we're looking for our zeros. So when we put them together, I can take away those 2 negatives and 2 positives because those two made zeros. And all I'm left with is a +4. And what we was trying to come up with in class was a rule that would work every single time if we are adding integers or subtracting integers. Really and truly, there's only just addition, but we can get into that conversation later. So what happens if we add in integers, different signs? These signs are all different. All we need to do is take the difference, we would subtract, and keep the sign of what appears to be the larger number. What I want you to notice is here, we took the difference and the 6 was positive, so our answer ended up being positive. Here, the -8, we have the -8 is larger than a 5, and so our answer ended up being a -3. Over here, the -6 is larger than a +5. Well, in this, -6 is the larger of 5 and 6. So our answer ended up being a negative number. So what happens is we take the difference of the two numbers. So different signs, subtract, and keep the sign of the larger number. Write that down. I'm going to write it down for you so you can copy it. So if the signs are different, you're going to subtract and keep the sign of the larger number. If you don't understand the handwriting, pause the video and listen to my voice again. If the signs are different, subtract and keep the sign of the larger number. And you have your examples up at the top for you. All right.